One thing I learned in life, you can never bring somebody up if they don't want to go up. You can't. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how much you want to tell them, you could help them. If they don't want to go up, there's nothing you can do.
100%.
But the reverse is not true. Somebody bad could bring a good person down. Because the negativity in the world is much more stronger than the positive sometimes.
Right.
Just walk away from them.
Remember this, in life, you are who you hang out with.
Welcome to another video with your boy, Jotivational Speaking, man. Today we got a very, very special video. And today, as you can see from the title, most underrated aspect of self-improvement. It can be pretty hard to handle at first, pretty hard to take in, pretty hard to learn, accept. And that concept is you must learn and accept that you will outgrow people on your path to success. Now, success looks different for everyone. Success is subjective. My vision of success might look totally different from your vision of success, and that's fine. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us pursue our own journey. And in that journey, we're leveling up in so many different ways, aspects, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, you name it. And at the start of this success journey, you may be surrounded with average, mediocre people because it's the start. Moving along, you're learning the game, and the people around you kind of just there with you, keeping you company while you're doing this on the side. But sooner or later, you become obsessed with the process. You become more obsessed with what you're striving towards. You start to put in more time, more effort into it. Now, when your friends are asking you, hey, you trying to go out this weekend or whatever, you say, nah, I got work. I gotta stack this bread so I can invest into this business on the side. Nah, I need some time to myself so I can kind of reflect and work on myself and work on my craft. Subconsciously, you might not even realize that that's the start of you outgrowing them. If there's somebody who is staying stagnant and you're on that path to self-improvement, that path to success, you don't see that time with them as being able to benefit you. Now, you don't notice that yet. It's just subconsciously, you'd rather just take a step back and just, hey, I want to focus on myself. And later on, there comes a point where you're seeing huge progress. You're seeing huge results within yourself. You really see the growth now. And so that time, you're like, okay, you know what? Let's go hang out. Let's go. I haven't seen you in a while. I know I've been working and stuff. Let's hang out. And when you hang out with them, the vibes aren't the same. The conversations, the energy, it's just not the same as how you remembered it to be. And so why does that happen? Can you guess why? You're outgrowing them. And so now you're probably thinking, wait, why can't I just bring them up with me? And you're right. You definitely can. That's if they're willing to change. Now, if you're trying to help them and it's someone who doesn't want to be helped, you're just pulling dead weight. And that's something you got to realize, and that's something you got to take it. If you want to get to the next level in life, especially if it's a path that the average person isn't pursuing, a position in an area where it's just straight hustlers and ambitious individuals, do you think the average person is going to be around those type of people in that type of environment? It's common sense. And so that's why you got to be willing to accept that you will outgrow people and that you will have to stop associating with them. And it's not personal. That doesn't mean you hate them. That doesn't mean you have to end off on bad terms. But game is game. Life is life. And if you're on that type of path right now where you are leveling up in so many areas of your life, being around people who aren't providing any value to you, it's only gonna drain you. Now, a common question is, or a common phrase that people tend to say is, man, that's selfish. That's selfish. You should be willing to help people. And like I said, you can help them if they're willing to be helped. It's not selfish if you're doing what's best for you and if you've offered help. Now, you can notice right off the bat, if this person is just, you cannot help them in any way possible, you know that if you put in the effort, they just won't listen, then you should pick up on that sign. But if you've gone out your way to try and put people on and they say, yeah, I got you, man, I'll start tomorrow. And that tomorrow turns into next week, turns into next month, turns it into fucking never. Something I like to think about when associating with certain type of people is, especially for the people who say, is it selfish? Is when you're in a position to where you can provide a lot of value, to where you leveled up exponentially, you have a whole bunch of knowledge, you gotta ask yourself, when you're associating with somebody, are you able to provide me the same value as I can for you? Because I can put you on. Going back to when you tend to start out on your journey, you're surrounded with all types of people, all your friends, whatever. At that time, you got nothing to lose because you're barely into it. You're just starting out, you're just learning. What do you have to lose? But as you start to get into it more, start to become more obsessed with your craft, now you got something to lose because this is starting to become your life. But the people you're surrounding yourself with, they still got nothing to lose because they got nothing going on for them. And the moment you recognize that, and the moment you perceive yourself as someone who is of actual value, you must clear the deck of the ship and accept the temporary state of loneliness to make room for people to come into your life, for the right people to come into your life when you're at the top. Now, some people might take this the wrong way. Some people may still think it's selfish to do what's best for you to be able to grow. It all comes with the game. This is the game. This is life. And you're either a spectator or the player. Who are you going to decide to be?